WESWES, y'all.
Because I've been watching some of the Sevens. It's good to see them play again, especially Samoa, man. Did you watch Samoa games?
Samoa's like, he lived in the dark horse of this year, especially because they had a bit of that's just normal growing pains for the new team, new coaching stuff. But they've definitely come through, and they're really starting to. You can see the fruit in their labour coming through, and they've played some awesome rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been real strong, eh?
Yeah.
Been real fit and real strong. Yeah, they've been come close to beating New Zealand a few times, eh?
And even the fact that when you look at them, it's for us, they would be no names. We don't know these. They're players that we've never seen before, and again, but the fact that I think one of the commentators, they just talked about the heart of Samoa, that they play with above their weight range, because they're quite a small team, but honestly their talent just shows, eh?
Yeah, because I don't know if you remember the article that came out about the training regime.
Yeah.
That Brandy Ma was,
Yeah.
and it was sort of controversial way, because it was
Yeah.
sort of too hard out. I think they were taking phones away and not feeding them, but it's working. It's working. I mean, look how they're playing.
I watched the so they did an interview with Brian. They did an interview with him maybe a month or two afterwards, and for every controversial thing that they talked about, there was an answer and a why it happened. And one of the ones that I thought was funny was they the food restrictions, they took food away from them. But then if when Brian talked about it, it's we took the food away because they used someone outside the hotel to order food in, and part of the isolation restrictions is they can't use externals. They have to use the hotel caterers, and it's so that wasn't us. That was us just playing by the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I never heard that. So it's good to hear the other side of it.
Yeah, it's oh, well, that makes sense then if we see both sides of the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because that was a scathing report when I read the article.
Massively.
It came on social media. All my boys were passing it on the chat, man, look at this. Man, how sad can you be? But yeah, see, you have to know what both sides of the story are. Yeah, bloody media. But whatever hard-out training, because I always thought when I saw them play with heart, and how tough they were, how they're fast, they're tough. Just need to maybe strategic things, maybe to get right. But they've got the physicality, they got the mentality, and they got the speed. So they've got all those things to win the whole tournament.
The more time they'll spend together, the better it'll be for them. And you look at the teams that are on the circuit at the moment. A lot of them are established teams that have been playing together for a long time. Even with New Zealand, you look at New Zealand, it's still an established team. There's still a big core that they take, and then they bring in new players. So, the team of the future is going to be Samoa in 2 years' time.
Mm.
Yeah.